Hi everybody. Um, just finished work. I only had 2 rounds to do today, which didn't take too long today to do. But I'm done, and I have a day off tomorrow. And tomorrow is hopefully going to be a big day. Got a couple of phone calls coming in, a couple of second interviews and pitches and stuff. And I just thought I would just stop for a minute before I go in home. You know, got me dinner. Um, and I was just thinking, I was thinking about last year. And I think last winter must have been one of the hardest that I've been through in a long time. Um, I had a lot of problems with my car. My car broke down. It had to go in the garage, and a lot of the things that I thought that I had set up with my recovery service didn't pan out, and I ended up having to do everything myself and take care of the situation myself. But for a couple of weeks, I lost my car, and I was ended up on foot. And it was one of the most difficult times that I've been, or I've had to go through, doing this mountain run on foot. I wasn't used to walking around everywhere. Um, and with my car, I was getting everywhere and doing everything. And this time I had to rely on myself. I had to rely on my feet. And unfortunately, my feet broke down as well. But um, I kind of like, I kept going. Um, I ended up with massive blisters on my feet, and I had to treat my feet every night when I got home from work. And I ended up to the point that I literally couldn't, I could just about walk any small distance. So I ended up having to rely on buses and stuff to get me around because I couldn't walk hardly, and I was in so much pain. Plus, with my my stomach issue as well, that kicked in as well. So I was trying to put up with that and deal with that. And so basically I was doing rounds, and I was kind of zigzagging across Loughton, doing all my calls and stuff, and carrying everything on my back, and working throughout the day and into the early evening and late evening. By the time I got home, um, yeah, you can probably hear the fireworks going on at the moment. They're still got fireworks. I mean, the people around here have got money to burn. God, I wish I had money to burn. They love their fireworks up here. They like big bangs and sparkly things. Um, yeah. So, but I realized one thing: pain is a massive message board of a reality check. A reality check on your circumstances, of your situation, of you, yourself, who you are. I mean, at least walking those distances, few miles at a time, it was like you had time to think about things. And there were times that I really wanted to give up. I just couldn't. It's like when you get to the bottom of a big hill and your feet are screaming and your gut's screaming, and you just feel like you look up this hill and it's like looking up at a mountain that you've got to climb to get up there. And all I remember is somebody saying, I'd messaged somebody, I text somebody across the other side of the world that I was talking to, and all I remember saying was just take one step at a time and you'll get there. Just keep going. You've already been through some of the worst things in your life. This is just the hill and you can climb it. You can do it. It's going to hurt like hell, but you can do it. And I did it. And I got to my client's door, rang on the bell, they opened the door. Hi, me, I'm here for so-and-so. A big smile on my face and like screaming inside, you know. But it made me realize, it kind of made me think, what the hell am I doing? You know, it's just what I want to be doing for the rest of my life. I mean, that's how you feel at the time. When you're at that point of exhaustion, you're at that point where you're in so much pain, where you're at that point and that you just want to give up and let go and say, no, I can't do no more, to hell with it. You know what I mean? It's just too much. I mean, I've thought about that. I thought like that when I was in recovery. I felt like that when I was in recovery, where I was in so much pain. The world was falling apart around my ears. And I never thought that I could do it sometimes. But I had enough people around me telling me that I could do it. I had enough people around me telling me that I was worth it, that I had something to say by what I was writing down. And that's what I was reminded of last year, that I had people telling me, you can do this. You put yourself out there in the world, in your words, in your actions, every day, and you have got so much to say. You just got to get yourself out into that world and do it. And at the time, it didn't register properly at the time, because you're kind of like, you're going through half a dozen different emotions and you're going through all these like pains and angst and stuff. And people ask you, oh, are you okay, Mike? You okay? And it's like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm just crawling at the moment, but I'm fine. I didn't say that to them, but I just say, I'm fine. Dead giveaway. But it made me realize, and it brought up this fight in me, this determination in me, because I was also at a point where I was going through this, what they call a dark night of the soul, where everything is going wrong, where everything seems hopeless and scary. The thoughts and the things that are going through your mind are really, really bad. And you're battling so many different versions of yourself in your head. And you're struggling. And you're waiting, and you're almost like waiting to drop. You're almost waiting like you're going to give up. You're almost waiting for like this hopeless situation to just break you. But I managed to get through it. Somehow I managed to get through it. And I just thank God for the strength that I had inside me to do it. for the courage to walk up that, what felt like a bloody mountain, like I was going to drop any minute, but I just did it one step at a time. And that's the thing, that's what I've been doing things over the past few years, is one step at a time. But this year something changed. Yeah, we had the whole COVID things, but I think that kind of like awoke up a lot of people, and it awoke a lot of things in people. I know I went through something with someone so hard, so amazing to start off with, so absolutely fantastic and so perfect. And I awoke to some things inside me that I didn't know I had, but it also, in the times where things got really bad and we got hurt, something else came out, something else followed, because I didn't think that I was going to be able to make it through that, but I did. And I used whatever that was, that strength or that courage or determination or whatever, I put it into my life, because I had to change my mindset. I had to change the way I was thinking, the way I was feeling, what I was doing. And I tried harder. I fought harder. Even when I felt like giving up, I fought harder. I learned more. I listened more. And I listened to what was inside me. And the most amazing thing that happened, that turned to be the most craziest thing that happened this year, amongst everything else, was a godsend, was an opener, or an eye-opener. So I used it, and I got published. I mean, my God, I finished my book. I finished everything in a matter of weeks. And I don't know where I got the energy from. I don't know where I got the determination from. I don't know what it was. I was going through hell at the time, but man, did I put everything into it. And I realized how much power that I have got in me, and what I have got in me to do everything that I want to do in my life. I finished the book, and I had so many other ideas come up, and I started putting everything into action. Mel said, you know, stop thinking about it and just do it. In a matter of words, just do it. Just don't think too much. Just jump out of bed and get on with it, and take action and do whatever comes up, and whatever opportunities you get, grab them, look into them, research them, and take action and do something about them. And I did, and I have, just and I realized how much I've got inside me and how much came out. I was found, and I was pulled out of myself, and so much followed. And now I've got these opportunities that are coming up that normally, when I get to this point, I chicken out and I fall back into my old safety net, falling back into work, knowing it's there and it's going to pay the bills and so on and so forth. But this year, something's changed. This year, I want more. This year, I'm getting angry, because I've allowed myself to hold myself back and doubt and listen to the doubts and the ifs and the buts and blah blah. And it's like, whoa, stop that. I have to tell myself, stop thinking like that shit and do something about it. Like kicking my own ass to do something, do you know what I mean? But I've done it. And I still have my angst. I still have my pains. And yes, I've had to listen to myself, and I've listened to my body. And yes, I know my body is fighting to stay upright at the moment. And I know that if I don't change things pretty soon, I'm going to end up back in hospital again. And I don't want to do it, because this year it feels like everything's in slow motion. As in normal years, I'm going at 100 miles an hour and working every goddamn hour and putting everything into it. And I normally just crash and burn at one point, or end up in therapy, or end up in hospital or something. But this year, I know it's coming. I can feel it. I'm listening to what my body is telling me, not just what my head's telling me. Because yes, there is doubts, but it's like, fuck that. I'm not listening to my doubts no more. I've got to do it this year. I'm going to do it this year. I'm going to take that leap of faith that I keep harping on about to people, and getting things done and doing things. I got to start listening to my own words. I got to start listening to what I'm writing out to other people. I'm doing it and take the action and actually make it happen. The only reason I changed my life from recovery is because I was listening to people that were actually doing what they were saying they were doing. They were acting upon what they needed to do to look after themselves and give themselves a better life. And that's what got me through. And this year, I had to listen to the people that were acting upon their words, that were doing what they were supposed to be doing, that what they were saying. I mean, who's going to listen to me if I don't show it that is happening? And that's what somebody noticed the other day, that they've been watching me for a while, and they've been reading me before I deleted my main page. And it's like, you put yourself on the line, you put yourself out there, and you're real, and you're doing what you're saying yet you want to do, and you're making it all happen. Now, I can't say too much about what I've been through, and I can't say too much about what's coming in the second book, but I'm acting upon everything that's coming up for me to follow, for me to pursue, for me to research, for me to create a system that is going to work for me. It may be hard, it ain't going to be bloody easy, and it's going to be a struggle, but I know if I can endure what I've endured last year, and I can endure what I've endured in my life, I can endure this, and I can do this now. Because I know that I can. Coming home in the dark every night like this, I want to see the light of day. I want to come home to a nice warm home and have a nice meal waiting, or have, food. But hey, it will come, it will happen. And I want to look back this time next year. I want to look back and say, I fucking did it. Whether I'm successful or not, I tried. If I'm successful, yay. I'll be in America. Somewhere. I don't know. And I know that whatever I've went through and whatever I've spoken about is real. And I'm okay with what I'm having to do and what I will do, and whatever I'm sacrificing and whatever I am dealing with, I will do it. and I'm acknowledging the doubts, and I'm acknowledging the negatives, but I'm not holding on to them. I'm accepting them and looking beyond them to what I can do and what I have and what I've been through and what I've survived and what I've gone through. And if I can get onto that platform where I can be out there every day in one way or another, get myself out into the world and speak what I know and share my words, share my books, share, and hopefully get a contract with my films, then I got a bloody good chance of being successful. And I would have earned, in a manner of speaking, my feathers from my wings to fly into a good future. I may have lost so much this year, but I gained a damn sight more. I may still be hurting, but it's okay because I know it exists. I know they exist. And one day it is going to happen. It is all going to come into clarity. But I won't forget the people and the things that put me here, that helped me get here. But most of all, I won't forget who I am and what I've been through and what I can say that's going to matter to a hell of a lot of people that are out there every day doing what they got to do to survive, to live. Yet they've got this dream or this hope or this goal or this something in their heads that almost seems impossible to do. And if I can get my ass out there and do it, then I can be an example that anything is possible. Because I know a lot of the things I'm thinking about and planning are impossible, but I'm fucking that. I am gonna prove that the impossible is possible when you try, when you keep moving forward. No matter how fucking hard you get hit, just keep moving forward. Keep fighting. Keep trying. Don't give up on your dreams because they're there for a reason. Your dreams are windows into your soul of what you and who you could be for your happiness and your joy. And each time you achieve something, it's a notch on the belt of your success as a human being, as a humanitarian, as someone that is here for a reason. And that is what I'm holding on to. That I'm here for a reason. What I've been through in my life happened for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. And it's all coming into play now. Everything is starting to make sense. And I had this thought going through my head that it's, nah, forget it. It's just negative stuff. And I'm tired. And I'm hungry. And my back is burning. And I'm fighting it because I know it's okay because I can go home and relax and eat and digest and have a nice long hot bath and then relax and get an early night, hopefully. But I'm gonna, yeah, I plan on getting an early start tomorrow morning. So hey, you might see me in the morning and I'm saying good morning all because I miss saying good morning to someone. Hey, but hey, don't worry. So I'm gonna sign off now, because people are kind of like walking by thinking, what was he talking about? What's he doing in his car talking? But hey, so yeah, before my chips go cold, which I might have to stick them in the microwave and blast them, but it's okay. I'm cool with that. I'm going to be home in a minute. So I'm going to sign off, and maybe I might say goodnight to you. But I'm going to sign off for now. Okay, so bye-bye for now. Stay safe, and speak again soon. All right, take it. Bye-bye.